following is a presentation of Main Street Media, your source for news, sports, and information on Main Street in Middle Tennessee.
Good morning. Welcome into Mornings on Main Street. This is Thursday, February the 24th, 2022. And there's the look on the T-Dot SmartWay camera, what you're going to see all day. We are tired of the rain. Please go away. We know we need rain. We just don't need about, 50 feet of it that's going on. Crazy. All right, welcome into the show, my friends. It is good. We're going to have fun, though, within this box today. We're going to have a good time with you all and have a fun show for you. Coming up a little bit with Catherine Mayhew, a food reporter. Today's National Chili Day. We're going to show you how to make the proper, perfect chili. Our good friend Chase McCabe joins us. It's a big day for national sports as the Nashville Predators retire the number 35 of one Pekka Rinne. We'll talk to Chase about that coming up. It's a big night. Big night in Nashville sports because of that. One of the most iconic figures is getting his jersey number retired. They should. There's not a statue outside of Bridgestone Arena yet. The first statue they should put up should be of Pekka Rinne, and I'll contribute the first $1 to that. Intern, good morning. Welcome into the show, man. I'm worried about your hair on days like this. We good?
Yeah, we are good. I just dodged the rain droplets as I went in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like because you've got a gigantic head of hair. Do you have a gigantic umbrella?
No, I actually don't have an umbrella, but I need one. Do you have one? You have an extra?
I do have an extra one. We got one day when we went and shot that story at McHenry Manor. What happened to the umbrella they gave you?
I had to give it to my dad because I messed up his last one.
How do you mess up an umbrella? Did you leave it behind?
No, it's like when the wind's really strong.
Yeah.
It whoa.
All right, well, I'll loan you my McHenry Manor umbrella, which is fantastic.
You do that for me.
I would not do that for you.
Okay.
Because I don't like getting rained on. So
right.
That's me. So big weekend coming, big plans for the weekend?
This weekend, I am probably going to go to Chattanooga because I feel good. Better than I did last week.
Not a fan when you go to Chattanooga.
Why?
Because you come back and you're all disheveled. It's crazy. It's time that you leave that sophomoric life behind and worry about what's in front of you.
You mean move on from? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because all I do there is party and hang out with.
What's the number one partying spot in Chattanooga?
They come up with so many different ones. Like there's a new spot every time, but Mike's Hole in the Wall is a good one.
Mike's Hole. So like just little bar food, beer, the usual.
No, no seating.
Would you take Catherine Mayhew to Mike's Hole in the Wall, our food reporter?
Oh, I've never had food there. Just alcohol.
Why would you? Come on, man.
Yeah, I know that was a bad thing to say.
Okay, well, but would you take her there?
I would take her there.
Okay, to hang out. Yeah. She's one of our
hang out with her anywhere.
Best guests each week on here that comes on, and the restaurant reviewer, the food blogger. So she joins us here in about 10 minutes or so once we get through all this nonsense that we do every morning. All right, let's time to share the screen here. Okay, there we go. Thanks, pal.
No problem, man.
Put it up there. So every day, we give you the latest headlines in Main Street, Nashville, the E-Edition, what's going on. Right to your inbox every weekday. A lot of great stories. But one thing cool about that, they got trending videos and weather. And we were watching this earlier, right? This is a story out of Florida. A Sarasota congressional candidate is apologizing after he insulted an officer and threatened her job. Yeah, I want you guys to watch this because this is what our men and women in the police department go through every single day. Enjoy this when we play it.
Hey, how you doing?
Within seconds of being pulled over,
Observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that.
the man behind the wheel, Martin Hyde, makes his name known without having to say it.
I'll just call the chief, that's it.
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see your license?
Right.
Yes, sir, I do.
Sarasota police body camera footage recorded the interaction on February 14th.
Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir.
Hyde gets belligerent with the officer.
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
10-4, 10-6.
Call the supervisor.
As she waits for her supervisor to arrive, Hyde not only name drops the chief, mayor, and city administrator, but lets her know he's running for office.
You're going to be issued a citation for texting and
Instead of taking 3 tickets for speeding, texting, and not displaying his registration, he threatens to take her job.
Guess what? She's been there 7 years. She ain't going to make that.
On Wednesday, Hyde told Fox 13
Here we
he's
go.
not proud of his actions.
At the end of the day, we have a choice, and I made a bad one.
Vote for me.
I'm kind of paying the price for that. I don't look too good today.
Hyde is well known for being aggressive and not backing down, but he says he backs all law enforcement,
Oh, sure he
including his
does.
son, a deputy sheriff, not just through words, but actions.
I've worked with officers who have been dismissed unjustly. I've gone to their court hearings. I've even helped with their pay negotiations.
And today, he has these words to offer.
I support the police. I support that particular officer. I called her to apologize. I was sorry then. I'm sorry now. Not because I got caught.
Yeah.
And Sarasota police
He's sorry because he got caught. That's exactly what happened there. So that's what they deal with every single day, intern.
That's ridiculous. He literally was showing her his, what do they call it, political card or whatever.
Whatever on the back of that. They got busted.
Body cam, baby.
He's not upset. He's upset that he got caught. No way. Why would you treat that? Look, I got a speeding ticket 2 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
62 and a 45. I was late to pick my son up from rehearsal. And I got by. A cop was like, you know how fast you're going? I said, fast enough to you pull me over. And he laughed. I laughed. It's, I got the ticket. And
Wait, he still gave it to you?
yeah.
Even after you made it?
And you damn straight, I dropped the "you know who I am" line on him
Of
too.
course, yeah.
No, I would never do that. I would never do that.
I've actually been thinking, like, if I ever do get pulled over, I may toss out the, Big Joe on the go.
Yeah, I would too. That'll get you probably 2 tickets.
Yeah.
No
It's like,
way.
yeah, he's actually wanted for a warrant. Do you know where he is?
I just the guy just thinks he's above the law, man. All right, this is a story that came out. I know you're a big Titans fan. I live in Davidson County. I'm not paying for this stadium. Sorry, I'm not. 1.2 billion. They're going private. Together, the Titans were evaluating the cost. This came out last week, and making a first-class stadium. I'm not paying for this. Davidson County. Your owner is worth a couple billion. Your NFL is worth hundreds of billions. You pay for the stadium. I'm not.
Right. Do they do that for
Bud Adams got a sweet deal. He moved here in the mid-90s. A sweet deal.
right. Like
So-
with the Dallas stadium, they're like compound. Was that tax?
I don't know. But if I live in Texas, I ain't paying for that either. I'm not paying for this.
Yeah.
And look, I just saw a line here.
What's it going to do for me?
Yeah. And I agree. Nashville's more pressing issues than paying billions of dollars to replace a perfectly good stadium for billionaires. The state director, Tori Venable, said taxpayer-funded sports are a boondoggle. Why? I've never heard that word before. In Tennessee, taxpayer-funded sports arenas are a boondoggle.
Yeah, they are.
And Tennesseans know it. Hope city officials recognize this and reject this greedy attempt to spend taxpayer money. Amen. I'm
Yeah.
on that side. I'm
Retweet.
sorry.
Retweet.
You like football? I love football, but I can watch it on my couch.
And I'm cool with going to the old LP field.
He's right. Look at our man yesterday, Chris Yao on the show, right? Does celebrity birthdays, does a sports show.
Beat me.
Writer, got another story down. Springer developers squabble over contributions. Chris Yao is you should try to pattern your life after Chris Yao.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing.
Good man,
Well respected.
sports show, well respected, good writer.
All right.
The opposite of us. Look at this guy, the Roxy Theater in Dixon. I love the one in Lebanon because the seats are so nice.
Yes.
Could you look? Kimberly Daniel painted this right in the theater. Could you ever paint this?
Whoa. No. Absolutely.
Is that Eartha Kitt? Yeah, actress Eartha Kitt recently. She just passed away. Could you paint this?
No, it's like taller than her. That's insane.
There's no way. There's no way you
Where
can
do you
paint this.
start? That's my problem.
Yeah.
I never know where to start.
That's actually a pretty good a thing. Yeah, where do you start for something like that? So the Roxy Movie Theater adds 2 more stars to all that, and Sidney Poitier, who also passed away. You were saying?
I was just saying that, like, I like the abstract painting where you can just throw the paint at the wall.
That's no talent, though.
I mean,
I just got to have a good back.
the way I do it.
The banner 60 years ago today, and I want to show you the story of the banner down here. This story: moonshine is poison. The 8 alcohol tobacco unit, I guess I can't see that small down there, warns moonshine whiskey is poison. Well, I guess
Hey, get your shine on.
however you look at something like that, it is a little poison like that. I love reading the national banner. Of course, that comes right to the front page to your Main Street National e-edition. Let's scroll down here. Oh, big story yesterday. I know you're a gamer, right?
Gamer, yes, and all like.
See this? Game developer locates to National Iron Galaxy. You've heard of these people?
Mm-mm.
Look, Bill Lee. Every time we check on the business, he's bringing jobs to Tennessee.
That's true. We really
108 new tech jobs coming to Tennessee.
So is this gaming like as in like making a game?
I guess I don't play that world. Iron Galaxy. I thought it was a gym, but it's not. But it's a pretty good deal here, right?
Yeah, man. I'll
Chicago, Orlando, and then they're moving to Nashville.
I'm just not very good at video games, so if it's playing them, they probably won't.
I thought you played all the time.
I do, but I'm not good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you got there. All right, let me stop the screen real quick. I want to show this is important that I show you what's happening tonight. Let me stop the screen and then go to this new screen that we got up here. I'm working this thing like a boss man. Big night. Here it is. This is nationalpredators.com. National Predators going to retire Pecorine's jersey tonight as he take on the Dallas Stars. It's a big game. Dallas is right on the Pred's tail. So it's a big game tonight, and they're retiring Pecorine's jersey. 6 o'clock. They're telling everybody to get to the arena. It's going to be like an hour, not an hour, but close to an hour pregame show of retiring Pecorine's jersey. Let me tell you what, I told you again, the nicest, most genuine professional athlete I've ever had the chance to cover. He's simply fantastic.
Love that man.
He's the best. He said to tell you hi too, by the way.
Oh, he did?
He did. He's a big fan of the show. And so.
Well, come on, Pex.
So he's waiting for his invite. You'll send out this morning to him and they get that done. All the basketball highlights, a great job they do at Main Street Preps as they go on.
Boys.
Let's get over here and show you the look at this. Look at all these stories, man.
Straight to you.
Stop. 9. Okay, there we go. I'm a Scorpio, by the way. We don't care about me. We just care about the intern. He's a Taurus. Are you ready today? Here's your horoscope.
All right.
Be careful what you donate or get involved in financially. You have no money, so you don't have to worry about that.
Right.
Shared expenses, joint ventures, and unorthodox investments won't pan out as planned. Don't get swept up in someone else's dream.
Okay. All right.
You've been talking to people about dreams?
Well, so I've been investing, which means I've been putting on a lot of vests. It's actually hard for me to
You
walk
do
out of
wear
the house.
vests, which is weird.
It's hard for me to pass by my vest and not put it on each morning.
Protect your assets, interests, and reputation. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, I could do it.
Okay, I appreciate you do that. Make sure you join our good friend Devin O'Day across these same Main Street platforms for Main Street today. Coming away at 11 o'clock. Another packed show for Devin. As we say every day, her show is what, intern?
180 of ours, the best.
Yeah, her show is informative, fun, exciting, and it's got Devin O'Day. What more could you ask for?
Honestly.
11 o'clock across, and you're going to be sitting with her today, right? No,
yeah.
you're not. You're
Or
going
no,
with me, but
I'm
you're
good.
with her sometimes.
Yes. I will be on her show every now and then.
Yeah, I
So
like
you'll
you.
see me too.
Renaissance man. All right, it's time for Comic Striptease brought to you by.
Possibly you.
Here is Blondie and Dagwood in the kitchen. And again, these cartoons are so awful. We can't stop reading them every single day because we love them. We love to hate them and hate to love them.
Yeah.
All right, so playing the voice of Dagwood is myself. Today I'm going to be, I guess I'll be Bob Hope again. And you're going to be, you only got us a couple lines.
Yeah, I'll do Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay. Bob Hope, Mrs. Doubtfire. Okay, here we go. 3-2, Blondie, Comic Strip Tease. 3-2. Hey, Tits, today in economics class, we heard a lecture on easy money management skills.
Oh, sounds like a good lecture day.
Actually, it was kind of boring. I would have preferred a lecture on easy money gathering skills.
There we go.
Let me do it again. Actually, hey, how about that, Phyllis Diller? Hey, I would actually prefer a lecture on easy money gathering skills. Oh, that's so awful. Oh, is Miss Catherine still here? Did she leave us? Because I would have left a long time ago.
No, definitely. She's here.
She's here. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Catherine Mayhew. If you're just now joining the show for the first time, we have an outstanding restaurant reviewer, food blogger who joins us every Thursday at this time, and we absolutely love her. She's so great. She joins us next. It's Catherine Mayhew. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
You know what I really love about Main Street is it really feels like a team. And there's this camaraderie, and I don't feel competition in an unhealthy way. There's always competition in a healthy way. But what I really love is that the only competition we have is with ourselves to be better at covering the stories.
I'm always looking for that new local place, particularly if it brings a different point of view to me, because I learn. And one of the things I don't think people understand is when you go into a restaurant, and say just for argument's sake, say it's a Guatemalan restaurant, and you're a little fearful because you don't speak the language, and you know, they love having people come and try their food. I mean, they will knock themselves out to give you the greatest meal of your life.
I've done sports, I've been a photographer, I've been an editor, I've been a producer, I've been a reporter, I've been an anchor. I mean, I've done every job you could possibly imagine this. And so sports was a way to have fun and be different. But then I realized community is where it's at, you know, and community and local and doing places and going, seeing people. And, you know, sports, you go to a stadium, everybody celebrates and they go their different ways. But community-wise, there's so much going on.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. Live look at the T-Dot Smartway camera and I-24 West Monica Boulevard coming in. That's what you can see all day long, all the rain. Just a mess out there. I can't tell you 1,000 times. You know, I did all these TV things like be careful. Just be careful when you get out today. Don't speed. But you know what, intern? There's always that one guy in the truck that comes flying by you 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you just get so mad, and he splashes water on you, and he goes by, and you know, and you just wave at him, if you want to call it that, get so upset. All right. One reason that our show is so great is because of guests like we got coming up next is Miss Catherine Mayhew, the restaurant reviewer, the food blogger for Main Street Nashville. How are you, ma'am?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's always good to have you on the show, and especially on just an awful looking Thursday. You make it a lot better, Catherine.
Thank you.
How have you been? How are things?
Well, things, I have relatives in Ukraine, so things aren't great for me right now, but I'm here with you. So let's do something happy.
Have you talked to, I don't mean to get into a personal thing. Have you talked to them?
They are somewhere in a car trying to get out of Kyiv.
I'm sorry.
You asked. I wasn't going to bring it up.
I'm so sorry. Okay, we'll talk something positive and fun today.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, there you go. All right, excellent. I see your story this week. We're talking about cheese.
Yes.
And we all love cheese. If you don't love cheese, I think you're a weirdo. We all love cheese.
Actually, I think you would love this place even more than the cheese, Joe, because I sense that you would totally enjoy sitting at a counter and watching a rotating conveyor belt go by.
Yes.
With little plates of there it is, one of them, little plates of cheese just dancing in front of your face, and you look at one and you go, oh, I must have that, and you just pluck it off, and like 20 plates later, you spent $80, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Tell us about, is it Cheese and Culture or Cheese at Culture and Company?
Culture and Company. Culture meaning cheese is made from what cultures? Get it?
I do get it. Yes.
Yeah. And it's just a wonderful concept. I think it's the only one in the United States, actually, where they literally every day they make up a menu. It's never the same. They find the best cheeses produced by small batch purveyors, and they pair them with something else that goes good with that flavor of cheese. It could be a tart. It could be a flavored butter. It's just delicious. Actually, I kind of got mesmerized by the old conveyor belt when I walked in. This is in the L&L building, which is again another sort of refurbished building on Charlotte. And you walk in and you think, oh my God, there's something with a conveyor belt. Please no. And it's just so cute. And I literally sat there and watched things go by, and I tried not to pick everyone off the conveyor belt, and everything I tried was just fabulous.
How much? Okay, I know the sushi train is on the west side of town. I know there's a price.
That's a hard no for me. Hard no. that is perishable. The good thing about this concept is cheese is actually better at room temperature.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to ask you about the price, because there's a set price. You can go to the sushi train, but certain items come by, you pay extra for. How does this work over here?
Well, okay. So when you sit down and you take a
Cheese and Culture. Cheese and Culture. The intern's working behind the scenes that this rain, man, is messing with our visit with Catherine. Cheese and Culture. Mystery. I'll read the article to you, right? Culture and Company inside an L&L Market at 3820 Charlotte Pike is an extremely well-curated, thoughtful deep dive into small producer cheese with inventive accompaniments to accentuate. She's got some words here that I can't pronounce. The attributes of each wedge. The concept with Conveya is the only one of its kind in the United States. The benefit to diners is they can try a lot of different cheeses, manageable portions. Take over, Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, that bold brie. Let me tell you, that crackly sugar crust is the same thing you'd find torched on a cream brulee, and the prickly pear butter provides an additional echo of sweetness. We still efforting, Catherine? Okay. I'll read this. So anyway, Culture and Company, located on the west side of town. Anyway, this weather messes with a lot of connections that's going on and things that are happening. So we'll just kind of keep scrolling down, or we can. So you know what also it is while we're waiting for her? Today's National Chili Day. Do you guys know that? National Chili Day. So coming up at 7:30, we'll do our Cooking for Dummies segment. Last week, we had no idea was on cooking chili. So we'll run that for you with our good friend Chef Chris from Black Diamond Culinary in Cool Springs. And we'll cook some chicken. We'll cook some chili. Now, we cooked chicken yesterday. For all those videos, go to Main Street Nashville, the YouTube channel. Click on Mornings on Main Street, and everything will be right there for you to see. And I am doing, Fred Astaire, be proud of me, because I'm doing what we call a tap dance. So we're tap dancing on this as we wait for Catherine to get back over here with talking about more at Culture and Company that goes on. But stop at the conveyor belt. You know, I go to the sushi train about once a month in West. I love the sushi train. I mean, they hate seeing me come in there because they're like, oh, Lord. I think it's affordable. I like it. I like sushi. And so I eat Probably eat way too much on there. I swallowed a lot of pizza with a lot of aggression. All right, let's see. Let me get out of this thing. Stop the screen. Hey, there I am. Let's get back to another screen because the less of me is better. We'll go Chrome to there. Go to Main Street. And there we go. We'll get out of that. Show what's happening around. And scroll back to the front part of Main Street. Again, Catherine, we're getting her back on here in just a second. Oh, look at this. Funny Farm. The movie with Chevy Chase, which was hilarious. But this is something completely different. A book review. Funny Farm. A warm memoir of rescue in many forms. We love rescues. We got our pet of the week coming up here in just a little bit. We spent time at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control with our pet of the week. We have a coon dog named Howard's going to join us, and you'll see all that he has to offer. He's a really sweet boy that goes on. So let's get back over here to the front page of the Main Street Nashville edition. Man, we are tap dancing back here. Something fierce. But something good. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, let's check out 2 bald eagles on a snowy day. Ah, Serenity. Look how majestic and awesome they are. How do you get a camera up there for that? No, there goes one. He's out of there. Or is it she? Who knows? Okay, well, that was kind of neat to look at. Thank you for that. All right, intern, are you around? Just want to go to the break? Possibly. Okay. Okay. Hey, there I am.
Turn off my phone.
Hey, Catherine, how are you?
I'm on the phone with the intern. He's helping me out.
He's the best. Welcome back. I appreciate you doing this, Catherine.
No, I appreciate your patience because I cannot get my computer to even move at all. So I'm now on my tablet. Hello.
Ah, there you go. Still awesome as usual. Oh, we're back to Culture and Company. I just couldn't let you go, Catherine, because you make this show so much better. I could not let you go. I was asking you about
the price. You to wait on me.
No, we got you. Oh my goodness, you're the best. I was asking about the prices because we talked about the Sushi Train. You pay one price for certain items come by. You pay extra for them. How does it work over here?
Okay, so how it works is you pluck a plate off of the conveyor belt, and there's a number on the dome, and the server takes the dome, and he keeps track, or she keeps track of how many domes and what the number is, and that's how you know what you're going to pay at the end.
Ah, okay. That makes. Could you end up spending a lot of money there if you really like cheese?
Yes, you can spend a lot of money there if you really like cheese, because every portion is it's the perfect portion for one or two, if you can share with, you have a friend with you. But everything looks so good that you can't kind of help yourself. Oh, look, there's a blue cheese. I love blue cheese. Oh, look, there's a cheddar. I'll try that. Oh, look, it's a brie. It looks kind of runny, even better. So you kind of lose track of what you're spending, but it's a local business, so that's okay. Right. And it's an experience. It's not just I'm having a meal. It's an experience. Like you leave there and you're smiling because it's just such a fun thing to do.
How is the owner? I don't know if you asked the owner this, but are they going to try to franchise this around the country? And why Nashville, making this the beta for all this?
Well, these are local folks who started it, and I think they're only about a year in, not even a year in. So I suspect they're going to let it run for a little bit before they decide what to do next. But I hope they franchise it because it's really, it seems like a gimmick, but it's not, because what they have there is so intensely good. The cheeses are so spectacular, and the pairings are just so right on point. The picture you see is a bruleed brie, which if you have if you've ever had a creme brulee, it has that sugar crust on top of it that you tap into and it shatters. That's what they put on the cheese. So it is.
Wow.
And then the butter that goes along with it is a prickly pear butter. which is most people have never even had a prickly pear. So imagine now you're having a prickly pear butter. And they give you, I should tell you, they give you these really, really, really good breadsticks that are kind of soft in the middle and crusty on the outside. And again, they're made there. So you take that breadstick and you smear a little bit of that butter on, and then the brie and the little crackly crust. I know I'm killing myself right now. And it's just so good. It just makes you, when you go to a place that you love and you walk out and you're smiling just to yourself, that's when you know you've had a really good meal. And this is a really good meal.
I love this, what you wrote. Culture Company offers daily charcuterie plates. The one that caught my eye was a red table. I'm going to butcher this word. Vecchio.
Yeah, you got it.
Vecchio salami, seasoned with black pepper, garlic, and white wine. It's paired with cultured, and I'm going to try to pronounce, cacio e pepe.
Cacio. Cacio e pepe.
Over here. Cacio e pepe butter. I don't know what that is, but the way you describe it, I want it.
So cacio e pepe there's 4 classic Roman pasta dishes, and one of them is cacio e pepe, and literally it just means cheese, cacio, and pepe. And right, okay, but you put it into a butter. Why not? Would that be good? And actually, okay, this is a little pet peeve. I'm going to take a little tributary here. Sure. So charcuterie is not those things you see on the Instagram. It's not, Peeps and Easter eggs and chocolate covered pretzels, and charcuterie literally means meat. So and the people at Culture and Company just do real charcuterie. It's excellent, excellent meat. And the cacio e pepe is everything.
Again, like you told me about the Italian place over in Germantown, and now at this place, and the food trucks on Nolensville Road, just how fantastic they are. I mean, you described this food so well, Catherine, that I literally want to leave right now and go over there because I love cheese, and the way you make it sound is so good.
Well, I hope you try it. Honestly, I would love to break bread with you in person someday, because I just have this vision in my head of you sitting at this counter and watching this watching the conveyor belt go around and unable to completely restrain yourself in any way, and now you're covered in cracker crumbs and cheese.
All right, here's the deal. The intern and I will go with you to Cheese and Culture if you go with us to Crystal, as one day I'm going to try to eat as many Crystal burgers as I can.
I love Crystal.
Okay.
There's 2 things about Crystal, and you're not old enough to get one of them. But the 2 things about Crystal, aside from their little square burgers that I love, their chili. Have you ever had it?
Love it.
Oh my God, their chili is so good. And the other thing, which you probably have a few years before you get to, is senior breakfast. They actually make breakfast like you would get it at a diner. I mean, literally, they do the you can get junior breakfast for you, but they do the eggs on a griddle, done right there. Their grits are fantastic. It's a treat. So right. I will go to Crystal with you any day of the week.
Well, it's a day. We're going to go. We'll do the Culture and Company, and then we'll do Crystal. Catherine, okay. We'll get in touch with you. We'll have some fun in the next few weeks. We'll do it. Again, thank you for your patience. We love you and what you do for Main Street. Your articles are fantastic. You do such a great job. Thank you.
Okay. Love you, man.
All right. You guys have a great day. Catherine Mayhew, just read her stuff on Main Street. It's fantastic. And I'm so glad she comes on with us every Thursday. I will take a break. We'll come back. It's National Chili Day. I'm going to ask Catherine about that, but we're going to show you how to make chili. Yes, stay tuned. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
I can't think of anything more important than buying and selling a new home, except for one thing, and that's finding a new home for a displaced pet here in the Middle Tennessee area.
We got Mr. Charlie out at Lucky Farms Animal Rescue, a sweet little pit bull named Luna at Mount Juliet Animal Control. Please help us find her a home. We're getting him back to on all four paws, but we need someone to take him home.
Hunter Briley, Regal Realty Group, proud sponsor of Pet of the Week. He was the first one to hop on board, 4 or 5 months ago. Let's bring in our good friend Hunter Briley from Regal Realty Group, who joins us this morning. My man, how are you, buddy?
He doesn't even know he's missing a leg. He's that sweet. I know somebody out there has a place in their home for him.
Thank you so much, Joe, for all your help and work that we're doing on this. I'm so excited to be part of Pet of the Week every single week.
Love you, Big Joe. Love you bunches. See you. Hero, man. All right, welcome back into Mornings on Main Street. Many thanks to Catherine. Good job, man. I told you only during the cameras. Stop doing this. All right, cut it. There we go. Today's National Chili Day. So last week for our Cooking We're Dummies segment, we went to Black Diamond Culinary and learned how to cook chili. Had no idea that today was National Chili Day. So if you've wondered how you can make chili, and again, I tell people I do not know how to cook. And so thankful we get Chef Chris at Black Diamond. Here's our segment from last week, Making Chili. Enjoy.
And welcome back to another award-winning edition of Cooking for Dummies with the Big Dummy, your host, Big Joe, and the lovely Chef Chris here at Black Diamond Culinary. 2 weeks ago, we made spaghetti, last week eggs, and now we're making chili. So pretty simple, right?
Pretty simple. We're gonna just do straightforward, pretty simple chili today. We have our beautiful ground beef.
How much?
We have about 2 pounds of ground beef right here.
Okay.
We have a beautiful jar of Tabasco brand starter chili. We have some red beans, we have some black beans, and some onions. Pretty straightforward.
So typically 2 pounds of ground beef.
2 pounds of ground beef.
Okay. And that's all we need to get it going.
That's all we need to get it going.
Any seasoning on the ground beef?
Once we cook it up, we'll put a little salt and pepper on it.
Okay. So again, ground beef. I didn't know they made chili starter.
They have a chili starter. It's amazing, amazing flavors.
I did not know that. Is it by anyone or just anyone that stands out to you or what?
Their brand is pretty popular. Their Tabasco sauce, so their chili obviously would be a good complementary to making chili. There's other beautiful brands that, you know, the little packets that they already have put together in boxes. But this one is already lovely because you don't have to get tomato sauce and all that other good stuff. It's pretty straightforward, simple.
Fantastic. Ground beef, chili starter set, black beans. What are these beans again?
Kidney beans.
And then onions.
Onions.
And that's all we got to do.
That's all we're going to do.
Okay, let's go. We're going to the stove. Follow us. All right, we moved to the stove part of the show, and now Chef Chris, take over. What are we going to do now?
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our 2 pounds of ground beef into our nice hot skillet.
You go first.
So we're going to just put our beef in there.
That's it. Okay, I can do that. Just all the way in. Oh, it's hot too. Reminds me of me in South Beach in '87. I was on fire that night. Me and Gloria Estefan and Don Johnson. Oh, then what are we doing now?
So we're going to start cooking our beef. You can hear it starting to sizzle.
Just mash it down?
Just mash it down and kind of chunk it up in little chunks.
How long have you been cooking there, Chris?
So I've been cooking since I was probably 7, 8 years old. I was the oldest of 6 with my grandmother in the kitchen with 6 kids and parents and kids running around and grandparents and just a lot of cooking going on in our family.
No microwaving back then, huh?
No microwaving back then. As a matter of fact, the first Thanksgiving, my grandmother came down from Minnesota. She was looking for the feathers on the turkey because it was the first year that the turkeys we didn't have to pluck the feathers off of them.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I tell people I would have made the worst pioneer. I can't hunt. I can't cook. I've just gone to the mini mart back in 1850s and gotten something to eat. Now you've got yours nice little in different.
Just breaking up your meat to nice little chunky pieces. Don't want it too fine because you'd like nice and chunky chili.
Okay. Ooh, that's good. Sounds good. Okay.
We'll turn up our heat here.
What's the heat should be on?
Probably about medium high.
Medium
just to get
high.
the beef cooked really well.
Okay.
And we can go ahead and put our onions in because we'll cook up our onions as the meat's going up. And this is probably about a nice medium-sized onion.
Why is chili so popular, Chef Chris?
It is just a nice comfort food. It's warm, it's inviting, it's delicious. It's something that everybody can enjoy from 8 to 80. And everybody just loves, I mean, what's there not to love about hamburger? It's just
You're right.
a lovely meat and beautiful flavors and savory and just delicious.
My grandmother made great chili, especially when she was sitting over the stove with a cigarette in her mouth. I'm doing a heck of a job over here.
You're doing really good. Your meat is getting nice and brown.
I'm going to send this tape to Steak and Shake. Give me a job cooking the chili back. All right, what point do we put in the salt and pepper?
So you can put the salt and pepper in because you've got it almost cooked up. So starting to get the seasonings into the meat. Just a little pinch here.
Oh, not the whole
Not
thing?
the whole thing. It'll be nice and salty if you do that. Little pinch of pepper, and of course you can always add some to taste later on.
Oh, I did that like a real chef.
So the next thing we're going to do is put in our chili starter, the whole jar. We're going to stir that around.
Holy cow, it's like Hamburger Helper.
It's like Hamburger Helper, but chili style.
The famous line, don't know why they call it Hamburger Helper, but it's pretty good on its own.
And then you're going to add your kidney beans, your red beans. And stir those around and get them nice and warm.
Stir them around.
Stir them around.
God, I'm actually
Get it all
like
mixed
creating
in,
something
all the
here.
Beautiful flavors coming together here. Cooking is really easy. It's just getting in the skillet, browning your meat, and then whatever flavors you choose to add. If you like a bell pepper, you can add bell pepper in there. You can add a little bit more garlic. You can add other beans, pinto beans. We're going to add a little bit of black beans in here too to give it a little color.
Do you know you cannot digest beans? Do you know
You
that?
cannot digest beans. This is true.
I learned that the hard way one time.
So once you get it and your meat's all cooked and your sauce is all in there, you can let it sit and cook for about, up to, just simmer for 15 or 20 minutes. Of course, the longer you simmer, the more flavors come together. But it's pretty much ready to eat as we are.
Are you
just
serious?
finishing up.
That's it?
That's it.
All right, we've come to the island now, and now we're finished with our...
So you can create like a chili bar at home where you can have all your fixings. You can have bell peppers and onions and garlic and Frito chips and tomatoes and avocados. We're going to keep it pretty simple today. We have beautiful Swiss cheddar cheese. We have raw onions, and we have beautiful tomatoes. So when you just pile it up on the center, just to give it a little bit of color, and a little bit of cheese melting on top.
And then put it together.
And put it together.
Here we go.
Here we go.
That's fantastic.
It's so good.
Hey, great job, Joe. Still wearing the same outfit I wore that same day as well. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. Our good friend Chase McKay from ESPN 1025 that joined us next. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
February is Heart Month, and we celebrate all things heart by throwing a big party. For more than 40 years, the Heart Ball has supported the American Heart Association's mission of a long, healthy life for everyone. Tickets are on sale now as 2022 brings us back to the ballroom on March 5th at the Grove at Williamson Family Farm in Murfreesboro. Presented by Ascension St. Thomas Heart. As we dance, dine, and enjoy life, we will be raising funds for CPR training kits for schools and community partners. We'll be providing reusable water bottles for students and sharing clean water policies. Our schools, the 90,000 children they serve, are all part of the solution. 300,000 people suffer cardiac arrest outside a hospital every year. Only 48% of those received CPR from a bystander. Only 12% survived. But in schools and areas where CPR was taught, that survival rate goes to 30 to 40%. And while our students here at home have water filling stations, many don't have access to reusable water bottles. Hydration affects thinking and learning and digestion and performance of every child. So, training and hydration are why Rutherford County Heart is celebrating and raising funds. If you'd like to be part of the survival solution in Murfreesboro, visit rutherfordheartball.heart.org for information, to make a donation, or to buy tickets to enjoy the Heart Ball on March 5th. It's not just about having a heart, it's about how you decide to use it that really matters.
All right, welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. As we do every Thursday this time, let's bring in our good friend Chase McKay from ESPN 102.5 The Game, who's on his phone right now. Hey, Chase, good to see you, buddy.
Hi, JoJo. How are you?
Run just a little bit over. We had a little technical problems earlier, not on our end, so it's good to see you. So because you're here, we've got a big night tonight. We'll talk about Pecorino in a moment, but because you're here and I know you love animals, you're going to be part of our Pet of the Week segment, okay?
Okay, let's go.
Right. Our Pet of the Week segment brought to you by Hunter Briley and our good friends at Regal Realty Group. Here is Howard. We've come to see our good friends at Mount Juliet Animal Care Control and meet Howard. He is a
Treeing Walker Coonhound.
Treeing Walker. Look, there he is. All right, JJ, give him some treats there. Now, he's about 18 months old. He is sweet boy. Look how. Now, is this as big as he's going to get?
Yes, this is as big as he's going to get.
There you go. And he's sweet again, 18 months old, was a stray here in Mount Juliet, currently hanging out at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. But good boy. Look at that. He obeys. He's handsome. He's sweet. He's just looking for a good home. We know you people love these coonhounds, and he'd be perfect. Look at that. Hi, pal.
How do you not love those ears?
Look at that. Marked beautifully. So good. Look at that. Now, she said the biggest he's going to get there. So, all right, give him another one. He loves his treats. Look how sweet. Look at the marked up good in his body. Handsome boy. He wants more treats. Look how nice, obedient he is. Sitting there. Again, 18 months old. And he's neutered. Oh, we love that. Treeing Walker.
Coonhound.
I've never heard of that, but I have now. So it's awesome. All right, so look, Howard. Howard, do you like your treats? Here's more treats. Here, give Howard more treats. Sweet, look at that. Loves it. Now, he probably needs, if you know Coonhound, needs a nice backyard, place to run around, have some fun. My God, he'd be so much fun to hang out with. Hey, Howard. Hey, Howard, how you doing, buddy? Look at that. Yep. Gonna sit down again? Oh, he behaves so well. Again, come see Howard at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. He is a sweet guy. I'd go back there and play with him all day long, huh? Would you do that too? Okay, Howard. Howard, you want another treat there? All right, let me see if I got it. I got one more. Howard. Okay. Howard, I got one more. There you go. Howard, look how proper he is. Oh, somebody's worked with him. All right, if you want a loving, sweet, cool dog, a coonhound, look at how sweet he is. Play with my boy. Come get Howard here at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control. Be waiting for you. Again, sweet boy. I see you looking at me. You better get over here. All right, Chasers, Howard. I expect you to go adopt him today at Mount Juliet Animal Care and Control.
Love Howard. That's awesome. And the fact that that was your son and he sounds like Barry White now just makes me feel old.
You can adopt him too, Chase, if you'd like.
I don't have enough food for him.
Just to return him. All right, Chaser, big night tonight. Pecorino, you went to the luncheon yesterday. He gets his jersey number retired. And look, there's no statue outside Bridgestone Arena, but I got to think, when they do put a statue up, if it's not Pecorino, somebody should get fired along the way. But it's going to be a special night tonight, isn't it?
It's going to be awesome. And yesterday was the first time that I've really gotten to talk to Pekka face to face since the pandemic started, because they were, in the bubble. And then last year there was just really no access. So it was good to see him. And, he's the nicest person you've ever met in your life. Like, there's not a mean bone in his body. So I walked up and he was like, "Hey buddy, how you doing?" And you could tell he's very humble about all of this. He doesn't like making it about him, but he deserves it. And I talked to David Poyle afterwards, and he said there is nobody more deserving of this than Pecorino. So you bring up statues. I think Pekka should definitely get the first one. David Poyle should probably get the second one outside Bridgestone Arena for being the architect of all this. But it's going to be a very special night when that 35 hangs up the rafters. Be in your seats by 5:45 because everything's going to start at 6 o'clock.
How usually do these ceremonies in between periods, but they're making this a whole event, aren't they?
Yeah, this is going to be pregame. So we will actually hit the air on 102.5 The Game at 6 o'clock with the pregame show. We will air everything in its entirety so you can hear it if you're not at the arena yet. I know Bally Sports is going to show it as well, but they're going to start everything at 6, and then the puck drop is going to be at 7:30. So they've pushed the game back 30 minutes just to make room for everything. They're going to do warm-ups and all of that afterwards. But there's a who's who in town. Scott Hartnell is in town. Shea Weber is in town. Vern Fiddler is in town. Jordan Tutu. So there are several others that are coming in. I saw Marty Erat yesterday, JP Dumont, all coming in to honor Pekka Rinne. So it's going to be neat to see. It's kind of like homecoming for the Nashville Predators.
I've only seen Pekka Rinne mad one time. He gave up. They lost. This was years ago. They lost in a shootout. He gave up the goal, and he came in, and he was mad. And a Pekka mad was really weird, Chase, because I'd never seen him mad before. But he hated losing, and he was mad.
I think I remember that game, and then there was a game where it was the playoffs that he. During an intermission, I go downstairs for the second intermission interview with Darren McFarland, and we heard somebody yell and just like a yell that you've never heard, like, "Come on, guys, it's the playoffs. We got to play better," something like that. But I was like, I looked at Darren and go, "Was that Pekka?" And it was, he was rallying the troops. But all the players knew that when he got that way, when he raised his voice, you better pay attention, because that means it's serious. Because Pekka's just not that way, and he had such a respect in the locker room that they listened.
I love this. People don't know the story about how the Predators found him. They're actually going to scout a teammate, weren't they?
Yeah.
And then he wasn't supposed to play, and he played the game. They're like, God, this guy's 6'5" and a goalie. He's pretty agile, and so that's how they found him. Is that correct?
Yes, it was warm up. So they were going to scout Nick Backstrom from the who played for the Minnesota Wild, and the scout called I guess it was Ray Shiro, who was the assistant general manager at the time, and said, "Hey, you need to check out this backup goalie." They were watching him in warmups. He never played the game. It was just during warmups, and they saw enough during warmups that they were interested, and so they took him in the 8th round in 2004, a round that doesn't exist anymore. So if you want to talk about some Tom Brady type stuff there, a later round guy. And Pekka was older, he was a late bloomer. I mean, it's funny, like a lot of these guys, come over here when they're like 20 or something. Pekka was much older. And I think he was like 25 when he finally made it to the NHL. So it's a pretty amazing story of never giving up. He was born in a small town in Finland, and now he's going to be the first number retired in Predators history.
A year after he retires. And I remember last year when he took the lap, was it the Carolina game? He took the lap around the rink.
Yeah, it was the last game of the year. He got the start, and there was kind of that sense of this could be it. And so there were a lot of signs, for him, and he ends up with a shutout. And I want to say, I need to look this up, but I'm pretty sure that I remember looking it up at the time. He had 35 saves that night. He had 35 saves in his first win.
No.
In his first win, the final score was a Predators win 5-3. But that number coming into play. But he didn't want to take the victory lap. His teammates wouldn't let him back in the locker room until he did. And then he was the first star of the game. And listen, it was emotional. I mean, it was an emotional evening. And that was before they got back to full capacity, but it sounded like there were 100,000 people in there.
I just think, for me, he a lot of great moments with Pekka Rinne, and we love the man, but what he did 2017 against the Blackhawks in the first round of the playoffs, as the Preds were basically the 16th seed, the Blackhawks were the number 1 seed. He shut them out twice in Chicago, I think.
Yeah, and Chelsea's Dagger, their goal song, never played in Chicago during that series, which was funny because my predecessor as PD, Ryan Porth, just moved to Chicago, and he texted me. He went to a Blackhawks game, and he goes, "I just heard Chelsea's Dagger for the first time in this building," and I laughed, and I was like, "Wait, you're right. I guess you did." That's pretty funny.
That's amazing what he did in those games up there, because they stole those games and went to the Stanley Cup. I just wish they're able to get the cup and have Pecorine deserve to win a Stanley Cup. And
yeah, I was glad that he got the Vezina and the King Clancy and those things. And I'll mention this too. His lasting legacy is going to be the 365 Pediatric Cancer Fund that he and Shea Weber started. And at the luncheon yesterday, that was a big part of the whole ceremony of Vanderbilt Children's Hospital presenting him with, some honors, and they showed the video of all the kids that he has helped since they started the 365 fund, and it's still going, and he's still a big part of it, obviously, as is Shea Weber, who is now the captain of the Montreal Canadiens. So that's something that he will always be remembered for.
Another thing before we go do celebrity birthday, so don't go anywhere, but the Pediatric 365 Fund. Well, I heard yesterday, and I didn't know this before, but Pekka's 35, Shea Weber's 6, so it made perfect sense.
Yeah, that's how they got it. So I thought that was pretty cool, pretty creative, and there were 2 suites at Bridgestone Arena that they actually bought, and they knocked the walls out in between them and made this giant suite for kids and their families to come watch a game when they're going through the cancer treatments.
What a good dude, man. What a special night it's going to be. All right, Chase, don't go anywhere. Celebrity birthdays. You and the intern are tied.
Let's do it.
It's going to be a fun show. So don't go
We're
anywhere.
going to break up this week. So
yes. Celebrity birthdays is next. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Mornings on Main Street.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Buddy Allen, it's a tradition. Come on into our store. Buddy Allen, it's a heritage for 40 years and more. What makes a house kind of special? Close friends walking in the door. Flowers blooming in the springtime and little children playing on a Buddy Allen floor.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. The intern now joins. Chase, you see the little box there? You're at the you and the intern are up the top right there. So well done.
Good job by the intern. I'm proud of him.
Thanks, man. I'm proud of you too.
He got him early, and then he kind of got nervous and kind of petered off at the end.
Story of my life, eh?
Yeah, trust me, I'm working with you. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Brought to you by our good friends at Donaldson Cafe and Catering. Today's turkey and dressing.
Ooh,
sounds good.
Let's do that for lunch, JoJo.
First up, Chase, is actor Barry Bostwick.
What was he in? Oh, him?
He was in Spin City with Michael J. Fox.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 63.
66.
77.
Okay.
Close. Actor Edward James Olmos. And I know him best for Miami Vice. Lieutenant Castillo. How old is Edward? He was also in Stan. What was the movie? The teacher that kicked butt. It was really good. I forget. Anyway, Edward James Olmos.
Let's go 77.
I'll go 68.
75.
All right.
Chasers on top. Don't play around this game. Oh, Rocker George Thorogood.
Ah, yes, and the Destroyers. He's probably on up there too. 74.
I was gonna 71.
72. Intern. Got it closer. Price is right. You Chase. Actor Billy Zane. He was the bad guy in Titanic.
He was in some superhero movie too. 54.
Wasn't the bad guy in Titanic the iceberg?
Yeah, that's fair point.
But be fair though. Titanic went after the iceberg. Iceberg was just chilling.
That's true.
Not bothering a soul.
It was victim almost.
Yep.
58.
Chase, what'd you say?
I said 54.
He's 56. That's a push.
Ooh,
No credit for both.
Push.
Well, no, I don't know. This girl's celebrity birthday, and her claim to fame is she played one of Ross's girlfriends on Friends. No.
What's her name?
No. All right. Dominic Shanisi. He's from The Sopranos. He was the uncle with the bald head. I forget his name now.
Yeah, I do too. 72.
I'm gonna go 81.
91.
Oh, okay.
Singer producer Rupert Holmes, who sings if you like making love in the moonlight by the dunes for the day. Come with me and escape.
80.
Is it the pina colada?
Yeah, pina colada. God, man.
That's what I just said.
Oh, my bad. I'm just got a lot of people in my ear,
What did you say, Chase? I don't want to get the same one you did.
80.
I was gonna go 74.
75.
Nice.
It turns up 2-1 now.
Joe's used to having a lot of people in his.
Right. News correspondent Paula Zahn. She was on CBS. Really cute lady.
40.
48.
66. Country singer Sammy Kershaw. Don't go near the water.
My cat says hi. Sammy Kershaw. 64.
Wait, is your cat spraying you? What's he doing? That tail went up and his hind leg was shaking.
I don't know what she's doing.
What's the name of the cat?
This is Sadie.
Sadie. Hey, Sadie. Stop going to the bathroom on your owner. What's going on here? What is this nonsense?
Who was the person that we're trying?
Chase's cat. How old is Chase's cat? Hey, what's up, kitty cat?
What's up, Sadie? Hello.
God, if she would claw your face, I would love it. Sammy Kershaw. Chase, what'd you say?
I don't remember. 64.
64.
I'll go 59.
64 exactly. Job 2-2. Let's see. Keep
you
going.
Don't know. She's beautiful.
That's right. Lead singer of Mista, Brandon Brown.
I have no idea. 59.
51.
39. Rapper actor O'Shea Jackson Jr. from Straight Outta Compton.
Little Cube.
Yeah, Little Cube. 25.
29.
31.
Wow.
It turns up 3-2. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Let's see if we got one more. Some of these people think they're famous and they're not.
We should let them know afterwards.
All right, Chase, you got to get this one. Here we go. Let's see. One more. How are we doing today? We're doing well? Good.
Good. How you doing?
McGinley of Gym Class Heroes. Drummer Matt McGinley of the group Gym Class Heroes.
42.
34.
It's 39. Chaser, you lose 3-2. That's right, though. You got Sammy Kershaw right on. That's all that's important to me this morning.
Good job.
You're important to me. So are you,
Right.
intern.
Chase, what time do we need to turn into 102.5 to hear Pecorine?
Everything will get underway at 6 o'clock straight up. So
6 o'clock.
Tune in then.
All right. Thanks, brother. Have a good night. We'll see you next week.
See you, Chase.
Thank you, guys.
Jason McKay, program director, the big man, ESPN 102.5 The Game. Intern, you got back on the track. I appreciate it. You did good. 3-2.
It means a lot to me to be Chase. I don't know if he knows that, but a lot.
It does. But some of these celebrity birthdays, we gotta redefine what celebrity means.
Yeah,
because I should be on this list.
Exactly.
Terrible. All right, buddy. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Stay safe. Stay
See y'all.
dry. Again, thanks for all our guests today. Just go to our Main Street National YouTube page. Click on Mornings on Main Street. All the content's right there for you. So you make your way out today. Be careful. Be nice. Smile at people in traffic. Open doors. Remember, remember, nobody cares about your CrossFit workout. Nobody, unless you're doing it for charity. As always, remember this, nobody ever went broke by giving. We'll see you tomorrow.